Hello, this is Wiggles Brady, primetime Brady dropping bombs. And here bringing the news, we're going to talk about a horrible accident that happened today with Bruce Jenner. There's a lot been going on with Bruce Jenner, but today he was in a horrible accident on a Pacific Coast Highway up by Malibu. There have been lots of stories that have been going on about what caused this accident. I'm a little confused as to what's going on myself. So we're going to go over some of the hypotheses that we have come up with. So here we go. Everybody knows that Bruce Jenner is in the process of cutting off his own peckerwood and turning himself into an old crusty woman. Why would anybody want to cut off their peckerwood and be an old crusty woman, you might ask? I don't know. I don't have all the answers. That is not what we do here. But it is clear that by him trying to remove his manhood, he is losing his ability to drive and is now therefore driving like your average woman, plowing into people with his gigantic black SUV. I do think that it's fairly ironic that coming from the Kardashian household, that he is whamming people in the ass with the biggest, blackest thing he could find. It's very possible that he had just cut off his own penis and was driving up the Pacific Coast Highway trying to feel pretty like a woman and waving his wiener around and got distracted and rear-ended somebody. That's hypothesis number one. Hypothesis number two is that he is a Scientologist and was found that his high thetan level was coming from the head of his penis, which again resulted in him cutting off his penis and driving up the Pacific Coast Highway. That was hypothesis number two. Hypothesis number three was he was driving up the Pacific Coast Highway, had not yet chopped off his own penis, and was rubbing the side of it, getting a semi, thinking of all the times he could have had his tongue buried in Greg Louganis' asshole. Louganis' anus. The Louganis. That's hypothesis number three. Hypothesis number four, he really wanted to fuck Kim Kardashian. Or what's the other hot Kardashian's name? Maybe that one too. But then there's the one that looks like Manute Bull. And he probably, what happened was, is maybe he just wanted to fuck all of them, even the Manute Bull looking one. And through the end of it, he just realized that there was just a gigantic revolving door of massive black penises flying in and out of those girls. At which point he said to himself, well, there's no way I could compete. I'm going to cut my penis off and buy a big black Escalade. That's my last hypothesis. So evidently, Bruce Jenner rear-ended a car with his Escalade while he was pulling a Polaris UTV, which, you know, that's kind of like a manly thing, you know, like a guy would get in and drive that and go around. I don't think Bruce Jenner was probably driving that thing ever. Probably. Maybe hauling it because he had an Escalade that had some lipstick in it or something, and said, hey, I got an innie that you can put the Audi or the trailer in, and it'd be like me taking it in the rear, and I can pull this thing around for you. That's probably what happened. But anyway, there was 4 vehicles that were involved in the crash. We're told that there was 8 people involved, and all of them sustained some sort of injury, well, probably except for Bruce Jenner, because he's fucked himself up beyond all recognition already. In reading the article, it said there was a Prius involved, or I think it was a Prius, or it was either that or it said Puis. In which case, we're still talking about Bruce Jenner. Interestingly enough, TMZ has pictures that has the moment of impact, but it's very sad because somebody died, and that's too bad. Apparently, they were 70 years old, and Bruce, they're dead. They said Bruce Jenner was texting. Now they're saying that he is not texting. They're saying he was smoking, which is fine. I don't think is against the law if you're plowing into cars on the Pacific Coast Highway. But more importantly, I'm really wondering what really was the cause of the accident. I know if I saw some old man-looking lady flapping a wiener around, driving his Escalade, pretending that he was manly with a Polaris ATV thing in the back, I would be distracted and could very well get in an accident myself, hopefully not killing a person. I really don't understand what the motive is for Bruce Jenner, because, you know, he'd been turning himself into a woman, he's cutting off his man parts, and here's my question for that. He's 65 years old, so, you know, it's not like he's ever going to be a hot woman. I mean, these don't really work out well in the best of circumstances. So for him to decide he's going to hack off his wiener now, I mean, does he want to be a lesbian? Is he looking to maybe scissor some people? I don't know. I mean, because if he wanted to take it in the ass, he could probably just do that anyway. He doesn't have to, like, hack off his wiener for that. So, I don't understand. Anyway, this has been Primetime Brady. Subscribe, like our video, and share it with all your friends. Give it to all of them and say, you should watch Wiggles Brady, because he's a bad motherfucker, and we love him. So, yeah, come back again and watch more news. Bye.